Back again. We back again. Shout out to Rubens Mon. He brought this video up again. He did another excellent video on this lady here, but I wanted to do a one on this lady because I see her talking about us as black men specifically, and I think I'm qualified. I don't know. I think I'm qualified to chime in. So let's see what she got to say.
Hi. Hello. Welcome to my TED Talk. How y'all doing? Um, why do we keep having to go over these subjects? So, remember about 2, maybe 3 years ago, I started to talk to you guys about the article that came out. It was a study that was done that said that the black community was going to become financially bankrupt by the year 2053, which
Yikes.
is in less than 35 years. 30, how many years? How many years, y'all? Help me
That's
out.
those
So I
of
can
us
add
that
it
know
up.
Dr.
I'm
Claude Anderson.
subtracting
He
right
said
now.
this many times
32
already.
years, okay? In about 32 years, we will have little to no finances available to us, right? Maybe the twos and fews here and there, right? But overall, nothing. And here's why. Our men.
Ooh,
I swear to goodness, our
shots
men.
fired.
I had a friend of mine, Ken. Y'all know Ken Brisbane.
No, I don't know
He
Ken
made a statement
Brisbane.
today, and it was very true. So let me read what he wrote and the conversation around it, and why I'm saying what I'm saying to you guys. So he said that manhood is so tough. A lot of guys just say F it and opt out. They are having conversation about women's makeup, weave, nails, and cosmetics.
Okay, let me straighten that one out for you. That is the product of single motherhood. The single mothers are raising these men, and that's what they talk about when they have their friends around and they got these young men around. So now these young men have grown up talking about stuff like that, and so that's why they talk about it as grown men. So it's not necessarily the men. It's a product of single motherhood.
They even tell women what being ladylike is.
Remember,
Wow.
y'all. Remember, you guys are raising these guys. So you know what I'm saying. You guys are raising these guys. Instead of staying with the man and trying to work it out, you guys are leaving and raising these guys like this. So you raising broken men and then expecting broken men to be regular men, right men. Okay.
Wow. The pressure, bust pipes, I see. Right? So it's not even about breadwinners, honey. It's about focus, right? I was on Instagram yesterday or the day before, and there was a gentleman on there, and the general conversation was home ownership, which I enjoy discussing. It was about home ownership, not just your actual home, but investment properties, real estate in general, right? Just real estate acquisition. So it was one of the larger, bigger pockets, blacker.
Wait a minute. Ask yourself this question. You out there in the public, do you need to own a home to be happy? What is happiness? What is happiness? We need to own, you need home, we need to get more into home ownership or land ownership. But do you need that to be happy? And if you do need that to just be happy, then maybe you with the wrong person. Maybe the person that's with you is with the wrong person.
Pockets or something like that. I can't remember. But they were saying that historically women were more inclined to purchase real estate. Single women were more inclined to purchase real estate as opposed to single men.
Single women have alimony, child support. They have their job. They have typically three sources of income a lot of times, whereas a man is down bad, usually has only that one job. So a lot of women have, and then They have so many programs, so many more programs for women. So that doesn't mean anything. That in itself is not no slap on the men. But I'm not saying men don't need to improve their situation. They do, but that in particular is no slap on the men.
Instead of men coming on there and saying something to the effect of, "Man, I wonder why," or not.
Okay, here we go. Here we go with the logical fallacy. Okay, there's too few instances of what she's saying to say all men are doing this, but she doesn't. She does a woman move, which is create confusion by not making a separation by saying the men on the platform that I was talking to, these few men said this. She said men said this, but that's only the few that was on that little platform that you was on. See, but they so slick when they do it, man. Whew, no wonder, man. No wonder the devil was easy to get to him, man. Whew.
Me, I'm on it, or let's look into it, or anything that was, resolution based, right? The entire conversation that was actually happening is that's because women had OnlyFans pages, and I was like, my nigga, if she got an OnlyFans page, who the fuck you think spending the money on there?
Agreed. Now she's right about that. I'm glad she said that. That's to you men. Stay away from OnlyFans. Let women admire each other on OnlyFans. Let them pay for OnlyFans on that shit. Let them pay for it. Why are we giving a woman money so we could look at her? That's stupid. Or giving her money so we could talk to her. Or giving her money for anything. A woman is nothing. A woman without God is nothing. She's nothing. As a matter of fact, either she got God or either she led by God or she led by the devil. This woman is obviously led by the devil. You can see the way she conducts herself and talks and walks. You can see that. And most women, and there's other women like-minded following her and into this devilishment, which is cool, no problem. I ain't, get your money, get your bag. I ain't got nothing against it. I would not advise men to get no closer to this person. I wouldn't do business with somebody like this, and I definitely wouldn't be in a relationship, friendship, nothing with somebody like this. This is a snake you can see. What is a snake? A snake is somebody who sticks their tongue out, and then the snake puts its tongue out to see what's going on out there, to feel what's going on. This woman using her mouth to put stuff out there to see what's going on, see how you're going to react to it, right? She was taught the technology, and now she's using the technology on you and then making you feel bad because she got to use the technology. I got to use the technology. It's like she's using the same mental effery as a dude that socks a girl and then said, look what you made me do. You made me punch your ass in the face. It's the same scenario. It's the same situation in the reverse.
The same person does not buy a house, right? Because women are spending their money.
Ooh, I hate that little witchy poo laugh.
Real estate, my nigga. If she got an OnlyFans, if she could afford real estate, I suggest two things. One, you go get your OnlyFans page too, or two, stop spending your extra.
Now, men will never make no money on OnlyFans unless they're gay.
Resources on the OnlyFans. But back to my point.
Yeah,
but
what's
the
your point?
bigger conversation was, you want to know what the bigger conversation was?
Yeah, what's the bigger conversation?
The conversation went away from single women being able to buy homes. The conversation went to,
hey, congratulations on y'all buying homes.
Black
Just don't
women
put the brothers down
have
because
debt.
you don't.
Black women have student loan debt and mortgage debt.
Remember, these are the guys that you guys are raising as single moms. You guys are raising these guys and then letting them go like fish in a pond. You letting them go out into the world, and then you complaining about them. They're the product of you guys as single moms raising them. So don't get mad. You guys are raising them to be like that.
They literally reversed the conversation off of them onto women. I said, wait a minute, let me get this fucking straight. Are you literally complaining that a woman spent money on her education and like real estate acquisition? Are you really complaining that she has debt because she has a higher education and that she owns assets? That shit was so like it just blew my entire fucking mind. The black community is going to be bankrupt because the men in the community are so focused on the women in the community, they have lost sight of what they need to be doing.
Okay, agreed.
And again, and I have to say this, for the men that are handling your business, you often agree with what I'm saying. The men who don't handle their business, they'll be talking about my lipstick choices and my weave, which actually looks pretty good because I learned on YouTube how to do quick weaves, and I think I have thoroughly impressed myself. Nico be coming through with the shit, y'all. Look, I dropped the shoe line.
Real men do not like weave, but we got to accept it if we're going to accept you. But real men don't want that. But hey, you do it to yourself, telling yourself the lie that we wanted. And I don't think there's any man that said, hey, here's $400, go out there and get you a weave. I don't think any man does that. I think it's you going out there saying, I'm going to do this. You trying to up your game against another chick you saw on Instagram or something, trying to one up that person, saying that's what we want. We men don't want weaves. We really don't. But you guys keep on telling yourselves that that's what we want. So what can we do, man? That's the lie that you guys keep telling yourselves. So, and that's why we're going to go bankrupt, because you guys are spending billions of dollars on that bullshit. And you won't find a man to join with, and let's work this thing out. If you don't need no man, hey, cool. But most women, a man would be a good asset to have put in her asset, put on her team, or better yet, the woman should be a good teammate for the man. Because I ain't supposed to help you do nothing. You're supposed to help me help you.
Okay, I got a lipstick line.
Good for you. Good
okay.
for you.
You know why I do all that?
Good for
because
you.
I'm focused on my own shit.
Good.
And never ever in my day do I wake up and think about what niggas is gonna do and what niggas not gonna do. And let me tell you something. And the only reason I discuss these matters is because it's very concerning to me. Right? It's very concerning to me.
But you ain't teaching the young girls how to be so that good men can find them, right? You teaching young women how to be. I don't even want to say the word. I want to embarrass you, so I say it like this. You're teaching women not to be what a woman should be and how to be this person. What word would you use for a woman that's only interested in money? They got a word for that. It starts with a W, ends with an E, but I ain't going to call you that. I'm going to just say for real, you probably would be, you seem like you got a personality to be like, I don't care what you call me, as long as you pay me. I'm pretty sure you probably do have that kind of personality, but that's just me, how I was taught. I don't want to disrespect you directly. So I'm just saying, if you're really concerned, why ain't you got a channel teaching young women how to be more, more of a helpmeet to their men? And if they're gonna be out here, and you're gonna be out here getting stuff, put out vibes that's gonna bring men to help the situation. You see, this is disingenuous. See, you're talking to somebody been in this situation for a while, so I can see the disingenuousness from over here. You say you concerned, but yet you out for yourself. How can you be concerned and you out for yourself? Minister Farrakhan said, you can't be good to yourself. You can't do good for yourself. You can't do stuff for yourself and then say, I'm good. You can't be good to yourself. You can only be good to other people. So stop lying. Stop lying.
That with as far behind as we are with the imminent, you know, situation of our community going bankrupt, that the focus of our men is who's submitting to them.
That's critical. You need to have somebody submitting to you in order to run. If I'm the coach on the team, if I'm the coach of a team, if the team don't submit to my strategies, then they're gonna lose. They don't know better than me. I can see the floor better than them. They can only see the floor from one angle. I can see the whole floor. I can see all 10 people out there on the court. So I can tell you who's posting up who's doing what, where the mismatch is. I can see all of that. And I can tell you what's going on and what play to run. But if you don't submit, we ain't gonna get. You have chaos when you don't have submission. That's what you got in the black community. You have chaos. The women go in one direction, the men going in one direction, the children going in one, the boys going in one direction, the girls going in the one direction. You got everything going on at light speed, at warp speed. Single motherhood out of control, poverty out of control. And you got women that just and instead of you got having women that will reach back and get to tell the young girls, hey, young girls, don't handle yourself this way. This is how you do it. The women like this, they say, F that girl, let her figure it out for herself. And that's what we got, the jealousy of one group of black women over another group of black women. They'll let the young black woman fall in the ditch before they say something to her to help her get somewhere.
And what our hair texture is, and how much we weigh, right? Because you know Nico's a whopping 180.
180? Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. How much you weigh is very important. How much you weigh is one. But hey, man, you know, there's men out there that 180, that's a good thing, man. You know, they feel like, hey, that's great. You know, they'll be the ones giving you that insulin shot, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. You got most of that probably is sugar. So, I mean, eventually somebody else will, I don't know, man, maybe the old folks home. Maybe the old black ladies home, they'll be giving you that shot of insulin. Hopefully not. I don't want to wish nothing like that on you, sis, but 180, that is a lot of weight for a woman to be carrying. Unless you're 6'2", I mean, that's a lot of weight for a woman to be carrying. But hey, like I said, black women is the only group of women on the planet that the government says it's okay for you to be fat. It's okay for you to be a diabetic. It's okay for you to have heart disease, kidney disease. You this close to heart failure. It's okay. Keep that weight. 180, is that all? You mean you can't get up to 250, 260? That's terrible. You're letting them body shame you into keeping you down to 180. They're body shaming you. You need to get it all the way up to 300 pounds. But they don't tell it to white women. They don't tell it to Asians and Latinos. They don't tell it to no other women. There's only one group of women that they tell it is okay. If you are fat, it's okay. If you are 2 seconds away from a heart attack, it is okay. It's okay. Like I said before, they need you, black women. Since you're the gatekeepers of health in the black community, they need you unhealthy. That way you're going to always be at these fast food places and you're going to keep that industry alive. That black women could shut down the fast food industry today. They could shut it down today. If black women just said we ain't gonna eat at fast food restaurants for a week, look at what happened when black women ain't able to go to restaurants. You guys shut down the restaurant industry. So many restaurants that's out of business because you ain't there. No, you wasn't able to go there. You guys shut down so many businesses, so many food businesses because of the pandemic. You guys wasn't able to go there. But you guys don't even realize the power you got. You guys just don't realize the power you got. And you went for the women's empowerment movement game, which was to separate you from us. Told you that you is different from us. You better than us. Well, at least that's how you talk. I'm about the real estate. I'm about this. So what? So what? Just because you got real estate, do you mean you can't get cancer? You can't have a problem? See, it's all good when everything's good. You can talk strong like that, but let a situation develop on you. Then what? Then what? I don't want that to happen to you, sis. So please don't think I'm trying to wish cancer on you. I'm just saying an unforeseen medical situation could happen to you. An accident could happen to you. Leave you paralyzed or something. You don't know. See? So it's better to invest in your health first, then your income. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a recovering addict, a dude that God pulled up out the gutter. I'm not an angel out the sky with, I can see the chicken wings from here. You fell out of the sky. So here I am talking. Let me let you talk. Woo, that old woman laugh. Woo, holy smokes. Ay, ay, ay.
Thick, my mind thick too. Don't forget that. Okay. Oh no, Terry. We know that there's a difference. The problem is there's so many of them. There's so many of them. They even give us the responsibility of raising sons. They say, oh, all these single moms, as if their mom wasn't a single mom, as if, because if it's so many, they literally remove the man
do the math
from any type of accountability.
I'm not removing the man from any accountability. I'm saying you guys are the ones that usually leave the relationships. Instead of trying to go to therapy and working it out, you guys leave the relationships, especially women that have employment or substantial employment, or you guys just leave instead of trying to work it out. And I'm saying you take away the man's ability to be there for his children. What is he supposed to do? I admit black men need to be more on top of black women and trying to get to their children. If you're not together, the black man should strive harder to be with his children. I admit that. But since that's not the situation, you guys laying down with these dudes, you know the dude is not interested in marriage, and you still laying down with these dudes and making these babies. And then when the dude is gone, you're raising them like girls. And you put so much girl into them, and you put so much simp technology into them that when they start, that it's the time bomb is ticking. So the time bomb goes off when they hit their late teens and early 20s, and that's when they start expressing this simp technology out there. And then you guys go, you need to be a man. Shit. You taught him how to be a girl. Or another woman taught him how to be a girl.
And it's so ironic that they will quote Kevin Samuels on everything that he has to say, except for when he says that men have to be responsible. Except
who said we ain't not accept? Yeah, we know that. We know that already. That's the part. We know that already. We don't have to say that every time we telling you about being a single mom. We don't have to bring up men. I mean, why do women's brain think that way? Like, if you bring me up, then you got to bring up everybody. What? No, I don't. No, I don't. If I'm the coach on the team, if I'm the coach of the Lakers, and I tell LeBron to do something, I have to tell AD something. If I see where the mismatch is, I tell that person where the mismatch is. Okay, y'all go out there and do the play. And you make sure you keep your eye on the mismatch. That's it. I ain't gotta go. Okay, I gotta go over every play of every player. I don't have to. I don't have time to do that. Men, we don't have time to do that. But women, if you say something about them, you got to bring everybody up into the situation. Stupid.
When he says that men have to step up and start taking the lead, they will quote anything and everything but that.
We don't have to quote it because we already know it. We don't have to quote it because we already know it. Why do we have to keep quoting stuff that we already know? We already know that. We are not out here. Nobody's disputing that. I would say nobody, but most men are not disputing that. Most black men are not disputing that. So we don't have to go over it. We're not like women where you got to go over it and 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 over it again.
I need you, Dusties. This is why I need you, Dusties, to understand.
Somebody explain to me, what is a Dusty? What exactly is a Dusty? What exactly is a Dusty? What exactly is a Dusty? I don't know. I never got a exact definition of that. Anyway, let's move on because we had 26 minutes. Let's go.
Please stop saying shit like, well, women do it, why can't I? I have told you, motherfuckers, over and over and over again. Women do women shit. Women do female shit. You're not a female. That's why. God, like, Jesus Louise. If you want to pee sitting down, then just say that. If you want to pee sitting down, then just say that. So if you want menstrual cycles, say that. If you want to start birthing babies out the back of your ass, then say that. Otherwise, let women do female shit. That's what my boy was saying earlier in his post. Let women do the shit that women do, and let
other words, a simp do simping to you.
Men do the things that men do. I don't envy standing up to pee. I find it quite inconvenient. You understand what I'm saying? Let women be women. I don't understand what the problem is with that.
I told you what the problem was. Single moms raising sons. That's the problem. That is the problem. You are laying down with men that you know are no good and producing children, especially sons, and then you're raising them like you raise a daughter. You're raising them all together. Oh, they're all the same. Put them in the bathtub together and everything. No. That's what the problem is. You're trying to raise these boys like daughters, and then when they get out here in the real world and they have to really deal with real men, they don't know how to deal with that. And they don't know how to deal with it. And then when they have to deal with a woman, they don't know how to deal with a woman because they're not prepared. They're ill prepared. They never got taught how to create that man vibe where you can create boundaries for a woman. They don't know. And that's because you guys are laying down with men. And I'm not taking no emphasis off of men. I just did a video where I crushed the men. So I'm talking to you now. I'm telling you, you guys on your end are sleeping with dudes that are dusty dudes. That's why you got all these babies by all these different dudes. That's how you blew up to 180 pounds, pushing out babies. Then, being able to go to the beauty parlor and get the patch paint and everything else, patch paint and hair and everything else, and nails and everything else that come off of somebody else, and glue it, sew it, hot comb it to yourself, and try to, hold off the wall. Anyway, nothing against this system, man. Just, I don't like when they say they lie. Don't lie, because most of us, we get it. We trying to tell you guys on your end. We out here talking to men too. There's some of us, we out here talking to men too. But what difference does it make if you guys are still laying down with the worst of us and then expecting the best of us to step in and do something about it? We can't cover all that ground. It's too much ground to cover. You guys need to close your legs to these dusty dudes that you keep talking about.
So, ladies, to my point, let men be men, right? You over here masculine with these rough ass voices. I don't know if you smoking weed, cigarettes, or both. But I was in Buckhead last week. And these black women were standing in front of me, and I was thinking, wow, those shoes are so low to the ground. You basically walking on concrete. Girl, where's your heels? And is that the toilet perfume? Because it damn sure wasn't no Chanel. I didn't even get a whiff of a Bath and Body.
I'm glad you see what black men have to choose from that's out here. I'm glad you see. I'm glad you recognize that, because you out here talking about how bad men are. Look at the choices they got. Look at the choices they got to deal with in women. It's a whole nother world. So you looking at things from your eyes, not from what the men, what we got to choose from out here, what our young brothers have to choose from out here. It's absolutely insane what they got to choose from.
Okay? What I'm saying, ladies, is many of us are lacking in a feminine way. We're lacking in our femininity.
Agreed.
Okay?
Agreed.
Your hair is not combed.
Agreed.
You like lotion. What
Agreed.
The fuck is that? Them raspy ass voices, them black ass lips. Like I'm
Agreed.
like, what's happening here?
Nothing wrong with the black lips.
You want to fight men in the street.
Agreed.
You want to be a roughneck. That was like a 90s thing. When it came out, Ipsy Light came out with the roughneck. Like that was back then. Now women, black women are moving more towards being elegant. We're moving more towards being more sophisticated, more refined. More.
If they are, man, please somebody shoot me the link where I can see sophisticated and elegant women. I don't consider you, sis, no offense, elegant and sophisticated, because I would figure that somebody elegant and sophisticated would teach the young how to deal with men in a way that will be productive. I don't see that from you, and I see you as a chick out for the bag. So that to me is not elegance and sophistication. That's just a chick out for the bag. So I mean, good for you, and I'm not putting you down. I'm just saying you sending mixed messages out here.
Feminine, more soft.
That's true.
Not to be confused with allowing people to step over us, right?
Yeah.
Nico, I seen a woman drinking a 40 working on a car. Maybe she was thirsty, But I just need my ladies. I need for my ladies to find their place too. You know what I mean? In all fairness, I need my ladies to find their place too. I think I told y'all the story about when I had got off the plane a couple of weeks ago. I forget, where was I coming back from Chicago, I think. And there was this girl pulled up, and she was like, real pretty girl in a hood car. What was it? The Chevrolet. What is that car called? Y'all know the one you rented. Everybody got one. But anyway, she pulled up. She jump out the car, talking loud. I mean, I was like, oh my God.
See, that's what we dealing with out here. That's what these young men are dealing with out here. They got to pick through that. They got to go through the rubbish and the rubble pile and pick out something out of that. So just remember that when you're talking to these young men.
Right? I mean, the prettiest thing, but the shittiest, everything about her was a thumbs down outside of her appearance.
That's what we dealing with. Thank you. I'm glad you got it now. That's what men are dealing with now.
I get it. Then I get on the plane, going to LA last week. Impala, you know what I'm talking about. That's exactly what it was. Your everyday hood car. So I get on the plane, and I'm suspicious about what's going to happen because, again, I'm smelling lots of Bath and Body, seeing lots of, lots of big weaves and lots of dreads and baggy, pants off the ass. I'm like, oh yeah, this
And
is
what
gonna
kind of
be an
flight was you
interesting
on?
trip. All I ask is that you put me in the front of the plane because I need to be able to exit as soon as possible. So as soon as we land in LA, in California, uh, they decide to start smoking weed in the back of the plane.
Nice.
I don't know if they was vaping, whatever. I could smell the weed. I didn't even bother to turn around because I was trying to go into myself and disappear. Okay, I was trying to remove myself from the situation.
Holy smokes.
So they're in the back of the plane smoking who knows what, which way. But that was just the start of the finale. The finale began when one of them turned on the radio or their boombox on 10,000 so that the whole back of the plane was rocking, and so they can all sing their song about sucking, eating, shooting,
Ooh.
your everyday
Wait a
hood
minute.
shit.
Let me ask you a question. What has this got to do with, at first you was talking about what men need to do. Okay. What has this got to do with men? We all know that there's hood people everywhere. It's that people have made it so cool to be hood and ghetto. They're everywhere, especially in the black community. So anyway, whatever.
And that's where where we seem to be going. We have no focus, and when we are let out of the house, when we are on the
That laugh.
plane, Lester, I was waiting for the police. I was gonna be like, well, I was gonna be snitch number one, right here, officer. They go back there, yeah, behind me, back there. They're back there. Go get them. Do something with them. So it was just sad, right? Like that's the behavior that I see happening. Like that type of behavior is
Single mother syndrome
taking over. Like lack of caring, unfocused. Men focus on women issues. Women don't know how to be women. Men don't like where the fuck.
What is the common denominator? Single motherhood.
We going like it's so plain. Like I text someone and I said, this is what's happening on the plane. They literally said that to me. It's so plain. You know what I mean? Yeah, they were using something on the plane. I don't know. Like I said, it smelled like weed to me. It was 420, so maybe they was celebrating. Snitches get stitches. Yeah. But it's just, things are just starting to really wind down. And I'm always going to hold men more accountable. I know they like to pass the buck back to the women and then complain that women don't know what to do with it.
Some of them.
Here's the problem I have. You say women is y'all fault. We say, okay, it is our fault. We don't want the responsibility no more. Here you go. And then we try to hand it back to you. And what do? You hand it right the fuck back to us. You complain about the decisions that we make. You say we only date thugs. You say we do all these things. You say our hair and our nails and our whatever else is getting in the way of society, right? But then when we say, okay, can you please step up and handle it? Can you lead us and show us the way? You say, no, you do it.
No, because you guys ask beta males to do it. You don't ask the alpha dogs or anybody else to help you. You ask beta males to do it, and of course the betas will say, whatever you like, whatever you say, whatever. They don't know what to do without following you. They don't want to get on your bad side by telling you what you need to hear. See, I'm okay. See, we got to get another movement going on in black men, in the black world, where it's okay not getting pussy, man. It's okay. It's cool that you're not getting pussy. See, but you so got to get you so in your mentality, you so removed from your father till you feel like you got to get pussy. That's what's gonna make you a man. Making you you're a man when you able to not get pussy and not feel like you less of a man. That's what makes you a man. See, if I think, oh man, I'm not getting pussy, so I'm not a man. I gotta hurry up and do it. No, 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 no. We got to change that narrative. And then you take power away from people like this, man. People like this will shrivel up and dissolve. They ain't gonna have nobody to finesse no more. They gonna have to get up off a day and they're gonna have to go to work. They're gonna have to really do a real day's work. Not sitting on OnlyFans having desperate motherfuckers send them money for pictures and whatever else they doing over there.
You like this and you like that. Like whew. Ken literally on my page, I shared his post. He literally was talking to men. The men started to address.
And men will never respect a simp. They ain't never gonna respect a white knight that you push out there to go and cape for you. They're never gonna respect that. Even if they agree with him, even if what he's saying is right, they're not gonna. They just the fact that he's doing it just for because you pushed him out there. That's what the men ain't gonna respect, and they're gonna push back on him because of that. There you go.
The women. Not one of them said, you know what, fellas, let's get together. Let's come together and handle this. You know, it's funny that Kevin Samuels is so popular because there's a man on social media that I have found to be quite interesting. When I find his posts, he mostly directs his attention towards men and young boys. He ain't popular. You know why Kevin Samuels is popular? Let me tell you why.
Uh-oh. Okay. Now we're going to get the real reason why Kevin Samuels is popular. We ain't figured it out yet. So now the Oracle, the sage, is going to tell us why Kevin is so popular. Okay. Please tell us, Miss Lady, why is he so popular?
Because Kevin Samuels, definitely the blame game. But that's very childish.
What? What? What blame game? Wait a minute. What's the blame game? If I tell you you are too fat, lose weight, learn how to cook and have a better attitude, that's the blame game. Here we go again, man. Here we go again.
That's what I'm saying. If you get a motherfucking F in school, you don't get to say, well, he got an F. Well, he didn't do his homework. No, you have to say, okay, well, what the fuck didn't I do? And I'm just wondering, when is that going to happen? Right? Not, well, I will when she does. Well, if women are so irresponsible and they're incapable of doing these things, then I need for these men to step up. And it's really aggravating. It's scary. It's scary. And I'm telling you, in real life, I don't know these dudes. I don't know them. Not since I don't know these dudes. In my life, y'all seen the dudes I was with.
Who cares? They simps. They simps. Anybody that would spend time with somebody like you is a simp. No offense. No offense. But if they would sit down and you simply talking to them about money, I mean, why would they? I wouldn't meet you nowhere except in a boardroom to talk to you about money. I wouldn't be at dinner with you. I'd be wasting my money on a dinner for you. For what? Just because you got a vagina, I got to waste money on you? No. Let another dude that got money to waste, to burn on taking girls out to try to bag them, let him waste his money on a dinner with you. If we were talking about money, meet me in a boardroom. Meet me in my office with somebody else in there as a witness. I don't need you in my room. I don't need to be at dinner with you. That's how we got to think as men, bro. This is a walking time bomb, bro. This is somebody that would just, if she can't blow your pockets up, she'll blow your self-esteem up or try. No. It's time for I'm not saying counsel the sister. Let the sister see, a sister like this is good, man, because she'll dig in so many dudes' pockets. By the time she get done with them, they'll be so drained and they'll feel so used. They'll finally come over to the right side. She's actually working for us. She will bring them over to the right side because she will burn a hole in their pocket and burn a hole in their self-esteem. But the rest of us that's already aware, bro, we already self-aware, We can't be you can't be going out with something. You can't, dude. If a woman says to you, I want to talk to you about money, then talk to her about money. But you, number one, you meet her in an office. Number two, you have a witness. And then you can talk about money. If we're going to talk about money, let's talk about money. Because we ain't got nothing else to talk about. You 48 years old? What else we got to talk about? Depends? No. We ain't got nothing else to talk about.
We didn't even talk about none of this shit. You know what? You know what we was talking about? Money.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm talking about money, that's cool. We can talk about money, but I'm not meeting you for dinner. I'm eating dinner with my wife, bro, or some friends and people I care about. Listen, black men, you break bread with people you care about. You break bread with people you know. You break bread with people who either are trying to show you they care about you or you care about them and you know they trying to care about you. You don't take no woman out on no $200 date or take them to dinner. You don't take somebody to dinner you don't know, especially no woman. You don't take no woman on no. Why? Let her buy, like she said, she getting money. Let her buy her own goddamn food. This ain't no hate. I mean, it just don't make no sense. Does it really make sense? Look at it from her perspective. She looking at it like, why would I do anything for you? I agree. Why should she do anything for you? And why should you do anything for her?
Money. Businesses that they're starting. We're up on a hill.
I wouldn't be telling you nothing about no business I'm starting. I'll be checking your character at every point. And you have character like you have, I'd leave you right there on the curb. I wouldn't. But I'm ugly, dude. I don't care. So, character is going to be very important to me. Your looks going to go one day. And you're not even right around the corner from the wall. You right up against the wall. That's what women don't understand. The wall is coming. They think they're just going to be a simp for, don't matter how many times how fast they hit the wall and how hard they hit it, is always going to be a simp waiting on the other side. But when they finally get over that wall, they realize, hey man, the simps are gone. The simps are chasing younger women. But I say, hey, this lady right here, run your program. I hope you burn all them dudes, and all them dudes that you burn, they run over here and they finally get a more of a RP mentality, so that they can stop being simps. You doing stuff just so a woman to talk to you, just so a woman to say hi to you. I'm not, man. No, a woman should be trying to get next to you. And if a woman ain't trying to get next to you, and I mean a good woman, if a good woman ain't trying to get next to you, it's your fault, brother. It's your fault. You not doing what you supposed to be doing. Malcolm was on his job. That's how come Betty Shabazz was able to separate herself from the pack and go and get that man. We are sitting around the trough waiting to get stuff like this out of the trough. No, brother. Think more of yourself. Take the good that the sister's saying. Take that. Go run with that. Go build on that. But as far as her attitude and her as a person, leave it, brother. You ever run into a woman that's like this? What should tell you right off the bat is that witchy poo laugh. You know you in trouble. You dealing with somebody that's had many experiences with many penises. When you hear that laugh means that have had many experiences with many penises. They are probably asexual at best. Meaning, when somebody laughs like that, there's nothing you're going to show her to impress her. There's nothing you're going to do to impress a woman like that. So if you can't impress this woman, why would you even try to be with her? She telling you up front, you're just going to keep chasing the carrot. You're never going to get there. So why would you even do it? Because she realized you stupid, And she hoping you say stupid. Anyway.
And Beverly Hills. When we had a conversation at dinner, no one talked about Kevin Samuels. No one talked about men versus women. Half of them was married anyway.
That's right.
So they're in situations with women who they're building with.
There you go. That's
Someone
it.
came on my page yesterday and said, "Oh, we could do this if you what? Nigga, I don't want you. Don't need you. Not interested in you."
That's what. See, this is what men are out there dealing with. I don't need you. I don't want you. This is what men are dealing with. And you wonder why men are crazy. This is what men are dealing with. But see, the men that don't know and never been taught how to set boundaries for women, they're out here dealing with stuff like this, and they making other women think, oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Man, hey, God, the man that she told she didn't want you, you dodged the bullet, brother. You dodged the bullet. I wouldn't want a woman with this kind of character after me either. On my team either.
Build you what? What the fuck I look like? Noah? I'm not
Close.
not building nothing. You understand me? I am 48 years old. The fuck I look like building anything other than my money.
That's all you're gonna be able to
I'm not
build.
building nothing at my age, and with the level of business that I have going on, ain't shit out there in these streets that I'm going to pick up and bring home like a stray. Nothing. I'm not picking you up. I'm not carrying you. I'm not building. I'm not adding batteries. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you got going on.
This is why you don't mess with women in their 40s. This is why you don't mess with them. They're absolutely a horrible investment most of the time, especially black women in their 40s with any kind of substantial income. They are a horrible investment. Horrible. Absolute horrible investment. This is the mentality that they have. They are a horrible investment. Let guys in their 60s try to deal with them. Nobody under the age of 60 years old should be dealing with a woman in their 40s with a substantial income. That is just absolutely, a woman like this. Look at this attitude. Look at the attitude. Look at the attitude. This woman will destroy you from the inside out. Why would you even give her a chance? Oh, because she got a breast hanging out. And she's 180, right? Nah, man. Nah. Leave this kind of woman alone. A woman in her 40s with a substantial income, as soon as she say, I don't need you, man, pick up all your shit, put it in a bag, even if it's a hefty bag, and walk out of this lady and never don't look back. Do like Lot. Don't look back. Let her go tear somebody else's life apart.
That's for you, your mom, and your children, for you to fix. That don't got shit to do with me. I don't know why you even thought that was something appealing to say to me. Okay? Because it's not. It's actually a real turnoff. It's disgusting. You think because you said, oh, you're going to be a millionaire. Well, guess what? I already know multimillionaires.
See? This is what these women think of you, bro. When you go out there, you trying to say a bunch of stuff about. See, now all she do is talk about money, and then when you start talking about money, because you don't look the way she wants you to look, now it's insulting. See, you never know what's going. I told you, women are so unpredictable. You never know what's going to come out of their mouth, what they're going to say, what they're going to do, if they don't respect you. If they respect you, you kind of got an idea of what they're going to do or say. But if they don't respect you, you don't know what's going to fly out of their mouth. Sometimes the truth will fly out of their mouth.
For all you know, I'm dating one.
Ooh, that laugh. Every time I hear that laugh, I think about 50 penises. I do that I forgot that brother's name, man. White brother that made that video about dick stacking. I can see the dick stacking up every time I hear that laugh.
What the fuck I look like talking to you? Because if I'm going to be with a man, he's going to add value to me.
Wrong. If you have to add value to a woman, bro, you're doing it wrong. Take somebody who's been married 31 years. If I'm adding value to her, no, That's not the way it's supposed to go. She's supposed to add value to me. Together, we create this situation. But you got to add value to me. If you ain't gonna add value, I'm adding value to you, bro. This lady right here is telling you straight off from the jump, you're gonna be a subservient person to her. Do you really want to be subservient to a 48-year-old black woman at 180 pounds? I mean, 2 seconds away from the wall. Do you really? What you gonna be looking at when she take all this off, all that, all them eyelids off, all them nails off, and that tight dress? What you gonna really be looking at? Holy smokes. Anyway, moving on. 55 minutes. Yikes.
And that'll be very easy to do because a woman like me is always going to be an upgrade for any man.
No. You're not an upgrade for any man. You're an upgrade for a simp. You're not an upgrade for any man.
Because I understand what my femininity is. You get what I'm saying? He gonna come over to the
It don't matter. Your femininity doesn't matter. Your attitude is fucked up. So your femininity don't matter. Your looks don't matter. Your money don't matter. Your attitude is fucked up. When are you gonna get that as a woman? Just cause you feminine, that don't mean that you got a good attitude. Come on.
As ball, right? He gonna slide up in the penthouse and he gonna get his head rubbed.
I can get my head rubbed by a younger woman.
Both of them. He gonna
get
fed.
I can get fed by a younger woman.
He gonna get whatever he asks for and whatever he needs.
I can get all that from a younger woman, somebody with a better attitude, who's here to help me. So there's no confusion on the field.
And I guarantee you one thing that he's not going to need is me to help him become a man.
Good. You can't help no man become no man. Well, you can help a man, but you don't know how. So that's why you don't say anything. That's why you not talking, because you don't know how. You don't want to anyway. And you really don't want to invest that kind of time into a man because he may just leave you and go give that education you gave him to some other woman. Probably will at your age. He ain't no man gonna stay with you after you bring him up and educate him. He's gonna go and take that to somebody who he really feels like he can impress at some point. You are unimpressible. So there's most men want to be revered and impressed, and to do that they tend to try to impress a woman. You're unimpressible, so I don't see no real man actually wanting to be with you. Just simps floating around, orbiting around, saying, yeah, and they agree with you. And I agree with you on certain things. So I'm not saying that just because they agree with you on certain things, they simps. But I'm saying you can push them out to do your fighting for you. Nah, you can't push me out there. I was already on this program years ago. I was already on the program I'm on trying to get black men to turn around years ago. Oh, man, 58 minutes. Oh, my gosh. Come on.
He's going to already come into the fold that way. The same way, it's odd that who teaches women how to be women?
Nobody, especially black women. You can't teach black women nothing because they won't listen. They'll only listen to Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj. They won't listen to nobody else. Teach them how to be women. They learn how to be snakes in the grass like this, and where they use their femininity to manipulate men into out of whatever resources they can manipulate them out of, and then say, it's just me being a woman.
Who teaches women how to be women? If you need
The
help
devil.
being
The devil.
taught how to be a man, who the fuck teaches women how to be women?
The devil teaches you how to be a woman.
Everybody has a responsibility to elevate themselves. If you don't have that type of thing around you, for instance, no one taught me how to do hair, but doesn't it look nice?
No, it doesn't. Actually, it doesn't. But like I said, I'm a person that I don't appreciate weaves and wigs. I don't appreciate that. I'd rather you have a bald head than a wig or a weave. Me personally. But I know there's probably crazy ass dudes out there that really thinks that looks nice. But you guys keep telling yourselves that that's what we want. We don't want that. Most black men will tell you they don't really want that. They take you without all of that. But you guys got to keep telling the lie that we want that. So, whatever.
I learned. I got my ass on the internet and I learned.
You think you can get on the internet and learn how to have a better attitude? Not be such of a horrible person on the inside? Because I don't think you my sister, and I'm not hating on you. I just think you're pushing a program like Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. You pushing a program to teach younger women how to be snobs and how to hate on black men, and but all the while you out here saying it's disturbing you that we ain't together, but you are part of the problem because you're leading the women down this path of nowhere and get your money because Big Daddy, the government, got all kind of programs to help you, so you don't need no man anyway. Or use your femininity to manipulate the men that do come your way out of the resources that they can. And if they ain't talking about spending money on you, then they ain't a real man.
Right? I taught myself. You motherfuckers gonna have to do some research. You're gonna have to invest in something outside of weed. You understand? No woman wants to step in and fix everything that's fucking broken. One problem you have is instead of you pausing when you're with one woman, you go from one woman to the next woman.
She got some good
Instead
game
of you
right
going
here.
to another
Agreed.
woman, go to a therapist.
Agreed.
Go get that shit fixed somewhere else.
Agreed.
Take some time out to get to know you. Breathe a little.
Agreed.
Breathe a little.
Agreed. Now that comes from being older. That comes from being older. Yeah, that kind of knowledge just comes from being older. Anyway, I'm an hour and 2 minutes in. I'm gonna stop it right here. What do you think, man? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Saying, am I looking at things crazy? Is she a good woman? I mean, she's a good woman by nature because she's a black woman, but is she good right now? No, she's not. Her personality right now is not good, but she can turn back to her original nature if she do the research, like she said, and go ahead and find out how to step that way. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, am I crazy? Right? I'm talking about black people needs to, do that. But am I crazy? Or is she, am I crazy? Is she crazy? Who's crazy? Who's the one that needs to get their shit together? Me or her? Or, well, whatever. Or Kevin Samuels. That was the title of her video. Something about Kevin Samuels. Anyway. Peace to the brotherhood, peace to the sisterhood, and oh yeah, never be the aggressor, brother. Never be the aggressor.